Hey there, Richard with No Pants Profits is still sitting in the same location wearing no pants, just some boxers. And today I want to talk about an app that I really like. It's kind of it's an interesting mix of a stock app and a mutual fund. I kind of call it build your own ETF. So today we're going to talk about building your own ETF with a great app that I use. I don't use it as much anymore. I've actually pretty much cleared it out because I've taken some other strategies, but we're going to build it up again today. It's an app called M1 Finance. And I want to give you a little overview of M1 Finance, how it works, what I use it for, what makes it different than Robinhood and a lot of the other different applications. This is not a crypto application, although I do some interesting crypto trading in it, which I will show you. I trade stocks that are on the crypto spectrum. So it is available for both iPhone and Android, as well as it does work in web browsers. Again, the name of the application is called M1 Finance, and I really, really like it. I want to take you a little overview of M1 Finance. So we're going to jump right onto the app. I've been using it for a while. It says, let's finish setting up your account because I have not funded the account yet, but that is something we are going to do right now. So the idea of M1 Finance is it's kind of set up like a mutual fund. It's kind of like a build your own, not a mutual fund per se. I mean, it could be a mutual fund, but build your own ETF, build your own mutual fund. One of the nice things is it is completely fee free. So it does use Apex on their back end, which was what Robinhood used when they announced free trading, and pretty much all of the free trading apps use Apex now. They're making money on something called payment for order flow. But what makes this app very unique is that what you do is you actually make pies. So I'll give you an idea. If I go over and I click on research here, I can actually I can search for stocks. So let's say I wanted to make a large portion of my investing background is in Apple and Tesla. So let's just go real simple. I want to make an apple pie and I want to make a Tesla pie. Did they move where you actually do this? Oh, here we go. So if I go my pies, and I want to make a pie, so I click the little plus button there, and I say I want to add Apple, and I want to add Tesla. Let's make it real simple. And I'll say, you see, I just hit the little check mark next to Apple and Tesla. I hit done. And I've got a very simple pie. I've got my Apple and Tesla pie. I hit save. It'll create that pie. So we'll call it Apple and Tesla. T. And essentially the way this works is now for every dollar I put in this pie, so let me find it here. For every dollar I invest here, 50 cents will go to Apple and 50 cents will go to Tesla. For every dollar I put in, it'll work automatically, and it will automatically put 50 cents in Apple and 50 cents in Tesla. And what's really cool is I can actually see the performance over time. So I can see since 2016, this pie, if I would have put money into it, has been up 1,104%. So quite a interesting one there. But what's interesting is that whenever I want to, I can add, let's say, okay, maybe I want to add Microsoft here. So I could search Microsoft, but it'll actually recommend similar stocks. And you'll see the problem is on the top, now it's over 100%. So we're at 101% of 100%. So what we have to do is, let's say if we want to make that 10% Microsoft, I actually have to take 5% off of those, and you see then we're good. And then I can change, well, I will confirm it. It shows you the changes there. If I wanted to edit that, I have a lot of pies, which I will show you in a minute. But I'll go in and Microsoft. So this is very different from a traditional stock trading app. Standardly, it actually only trades at 9:30 every morning. So it will automatically, if you put in $100 the night before, it's going to trade at 9:30 every morning and then split up your $100. So in this case scenario, you put in $100, $10 are going to go to Microsoft, $45 are going to go to Apple, and $45 are going to go to Tesla. So you can actually make these pies, and you can put pies inside pies inside pies inside pies. So if you take a look, like this is a Biden pie, and that's all the stuff that Biden's infrastructure bill was going to help. Let me give you a really interesting pie. Is if we take a look at like these pies. These are pies and pies and pies and pies and pies. So you can actually have pies and pies and pies and pies and pies, which is quite useful. But essentially what you do is you go over, you click on research on the bottom right. After you've started funding the account, you hit my pies and you can build a pie, or you can hit expert pies and you can find, okay, look, here's a retirement pie. And we could say, okay, 2020 aggressive, just to see what's in here. And we'll see. It's all Vanguard funds. It's all Vanguard funds, Spider, stuff like that. You can actually, if you wanted to get started investing right away, you could take that, you can click that one button, and guess what? You've got a pie you can actually invest in there. But what's cool is once we've got it set up, what we can do is I can click over in the bottom left to invest. And I'll give you an example. Here's one of the pies I made. I want to show you this pie so you can kind of see. This is a pie I made that is a crypto pie. Now, you can't trade crypto here, but you can trade stocks which are related to crypto. So if I wanted to go ahead and adjust this pie a little bit, like there are some, let's say, what's the new stock? BRLT and ARBK. So if I wanted to add them, BRLT, not in there yet. ARB. Okay, so they haven't been added yet. It takes a little while to get things added, but you can actually add to the pie or remove from the pie. So this is my pie that is a crypto pie. It has MicroStrategy, which is a crypto-facing company that holds a majority of their assets in crypto, so their price is very much in crypto. You've got Coinbase, Robinhood, SoFi, Marathon, PayPal, Riot, and Square. And I've got those targets there. I can adjust those, and I can do what I'd like to do there. And if I want to hit here, and I want to say I want to fund this, let me cancel that order. Let's say I wanted to add some money. So I'll go move money. One-time transfer. I have some money over here. Let's say I wanted to add $50 from there over to my crypto stocks pie. Well, $100 is the minimum, so we have to bring it in from externally, but we can do that. So if I want to add that to the crypto stocks pie, I've got that $100, and that $100 is going to split amongst how many stocks I have there. So we'll see auto invest is off. Let's say done. And if I click over here, in a few seconds, it'll say transfer pending. And it will actually show you what is going to buy when that transfer finishes. So that transfer will take a few moments to go, and it will be purchasing at 3 p.m. Eastern today. So in about 20 minutes, it'll purchase that pie. And what the coolest thing is I can actually have up to 3 different pies in 3 different accounts on M1 Finance. Again, this is not for trading in and out every single day. The idea of M1 Finance is for you to set up your own ETF. So I have, let's say this is one that I have sitting around, and I can just hit edit pie. I will remove that. And if you remember, we had that Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft pie. So I'll just hit the little plus button there, and I can go over to my pies. I can choose that Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft pie. Click it right there. Bring that up to 100%. I think I'm typing. And let's go. We're going to name that to... We'll name that pie in a minute. Boom. So now we've got our Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft pie. If I wanted to rename it, let's just call it Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft. And if I wanted to fund that there, which again, if you remember what the targets are there, that's got Apple at 45%, Tesla at 45%, and Microsoft at 10%. I can go ahead and I can fund that with $100 as well. So I'll go one-time transfer from my external bank to the Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft pie. Put in $100. And you can also go recurring if you wanted to do every week. And this is kind of a, you set it and forget it. And every time you add money, it will automatically adjust there. So if I do take a look, let's see what's going on with our crypto pie. So the transfer is still sitting at pending, but when that transfer happens, what it's going to do is it's going to evenly divide it. Well, this one not as evenly because I actually split it up, but it will divide it amongst all of those stocks. So divide it 20%, 12%, 12%, 11%, 11%, 11%, 11%. And then you already saw the Apple one. The other nice thing you've got, so again, we still have one more that we can use. So I did an earnings pie of everyone that had, this was the last pie I had in this account, was an earnings pie of all the companies that had earnings in the last week of April. So if I hit edit pie, let's change this pie. And I can go in, I can look at my pies. And I don't know if you may be familiar with the ARKK funds. So ARKK is Kathy Wood's funds, and she has a whole bunch of different ARKK funds. And I can actually go and put those ARKK funds right there. We'll call that the ARK pie, and we'll add to the ARK pie. And again, we'll bring that one up to 100%. Hit save. Hit confirm. So what we've done is we've swapped what's in the pie. And if I edit the pie, I will change the name to the ARKK pie. It's ARK Invest Pie. Gonna save that. And then I can just go ahead and I could take this one. And I should be able to fund it if I go over here. Again, you'll see I've got $100 incoming to Apple, Tesla, and Microsoft, and $100 incoming to the crypto stocks pie. We'll go one-time transfer from my bank to ARK pie. Put in $100. So what we've done is we've invested $300 across essentially three different build your own ETF products. So I've got 3 different build your own exchange traded funds products, and I've got that right there. And what's really cool is let's say I wanted to make a change to that ARKK pie. So I would go over to my pies. I click on that ARK Invest pie. I go to targets. I've got my pie right there, and I can actually edit or change it in any way I wanted to there. So if I wanted to add something to that pie, I could add something to that ARK Invest pie as well. So I'll give you using the portfolio. Let me go to my ARK pie. Got a lot of pies here because I played around with. There we go. And if I wanted to add, say, let me see, ARK has something that will IZRL, which is still not. Oh, let's see if it's here. IZRL. Oh, okay. So we can actually add this. So this wasn't in here. Now, ARK is actually an ETF. So essentially what I've made is an ETF of ETFs now, which is inception level there. But if I click right there, I can add the Israeli Innovation Fund. But you'll notice I'm still at 101%. So let's say I want to make that 10%. And I got to bring everything down a little bit to make that work. Still 4% off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when I make that change in my research tab, it will actually change my products over here. So if I go back over here, I click to invest. I will look at my ARK Invest pie, and then we should have over here IZRL. Let's see. Manage pie. Edit pie. Yep, you see that's the Israeli Innovation Fund from ARK. So what will happen is, hopefully in about 20 minutes, that will actually clear, and I will be able to get, there we go, the transfer is still pending, so this may not go until Monday. But what it does is it will automatically take what I put in and distribute it amongst all of these different stocks, which is kind of cool. So automatically go in and it will distribute it amongst. So if I put in, again, I put in $100 everywhere here, so it makes it easy. It's going to buy $12 of Coinbase, $11 of Marathon, $20 of MicroStrategy, $11 of PayPal, $11 of Riot, $12 of Robinhood, $12 of SoFi, $11 of Square. You know, when I go here, the Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, it's going to buy $45 at Apple, $10 of Microsoft, $45 of Tesla. And if I go here and I can actually keep 3 completely separate portfolios for the ARKK one, it's going to buy $13 of one, $13 of another, $10 of another, $13 of another, $13 of another, $13 of another, $14 of the main fund, which a lot of the other stocks that are in the fund are in that main fund. So it does actually work pretty good there. So I've got all of that information there, and you can do Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs as well. The other interesting thing is you do have the ability to get margin at a very good rate here. So you can get margin at a great rate, but it does only allow up to 30% margin. So you get margin at 2% if you're an M1 Plus member, which gives you margin as well as a second trading window at 3 o'clock. I did get off margin in my M1 account just to kind of be off of margin. But I can actually go in, I can transfer, and then once I have that, $300 in there, I can actually borrow $90 on margin at 2% to put against these portfolios. So again, this is the M1 application. I wanted to give you a quick overview of the M1 application and how it works. It's great for getting started investing and kind of building your own mutual fund, mutual fund or ETF. Mutual funds are just generally ETFs that are held by entities that are involved in retirement specifically, and ETFs are more focused on the day trading and the normal trading atmosphere, not as much in the retirement front. If you do have any questions, please post them in the links below. This is Richard with No Pants Profits with a quick, about 17-minute overview of M1 Finance. I just wanted to give you an idea what was going on there. If you do have any questions, again, please post them below. This is the last thing I'm going to be making on the iPhone 12 because my iPhone 13 is arriving any moment now. So it's the last one on the iPhone 12. So I hope you enjoyed this quick look at M1 Finance by Richard at No Pants Profits. But the only thing you got left to lose is your shirt. Have a great one. Bye.